Hi there, Aries. This is your girl, Venus Archangel, here with another love reading for y'all. Looking like you guys want to communicate something with somebody, but looks like you're being held back right now for something. Let's go ahead and see what this is. Welcome back, Aries. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and get started with this, okay? So the underlying energy of your reading is the Hermit. So this phase of your life in regards to your love is going to be a lot focused on you. And it's not really going to be much to do with people outside, okay? Now, the reasoning why you're having to go within is because there is a lot of balancing stuff that you have to, there's a lot of balance that you have to regain in your life. Balance that you have to regain in you, and trying to get that, that sense of stability within yourself, because within balance, harmony and whatever, you will be able to, find that common ground. Maybe perhaps you're trying to find that equal give and take in that, the balance that you're looking for external energies. I think you're finding boundaries, looking within your boundaries. Looking within, or the focus should be looking within to figure out what balance that you need to be balanced with yourself, that have that respect for your, respect that you require from relationships, and furthermore. Okay, now in the heart of your reading, you have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is talking about this about offers. Now I know it's super dark, y'all. It's only like 3 o'clock in the PM when I'm recording this, so I don't know why it's so dark. I don't know, but here you guys have the Page of Cups. So this is talking about giving a message, communicating how you feel about someone. And I think, there either this is you guys, giving off some, communicating how you feel, expressing yourself. For some of you guys, this could be expression from someone else. This could be someone that expresses something to you. But ultimately, I feel like since this is really focusing on you, this is about how you express yourself. What exactly about your emotions do you express? Because what's crossing it is the 3 of Pentacles. I think before you step into puppy love or getting into the romantic feels or something, or starting something really, initiating a romantic advance, there has to be some plans for the future. There has to be exactly, like, what are you looking for in a relationship? That's the big question. Because when the 3 of Pentacles comes up, it's not saying that there is a plan, or recognizing that there could be something, like, I don't know. Not necessarily recognizing, but I feel like when you go into something, you're recognizing that there is a pattern where there's just nothing that followed through. There's no follow through with it. Like, it's like, okay, this is great. This is awesome. I have a connection with somebody, and it just kind of like, it don't have no stability. It's got nothing. So I feel like for you guys, right about now, y'all just like, where does this lead to? Before I commit myself, and what do I need to learn about somebody to be able to know that there is a future with this person, and not just, a connection or something, or being able to flirt with somebody, because that's possible. We can flirt with anybody in the world. But can they settle down? And that's one of those things that I think you guys are looking for. You guys are figuring out whether this, whether you're ready to settle down, or you're wanting to just, enjoy romantic interests, spending time with people and dating and just being like that. So that is really the focus, I feel. Now, in the past, you guys have the Strength card. So I think you guys are getting over a really difficult situation. Possibly a relationship ending. But I feel like you guys were trying to really carry yourself through, because it was tough. Whatever it was that you went through, it was not easy. You put your heart and soul into it, and you had to really, not hold back per se, but really just give yourself that, that patience. And, pushing through something that you really didn't really want to deal with. And I think, honestly, you guys came out okay, because you guys have the Page of, the Ace of Wands. This is reigniting that fire. This is the cards of a new beginnings that really, that really kind of go towards the, starting over, rekindling of fire here. For some of you guys, this could be with somebody that you know. This could be somebody, or this could be someone like literally having a relationship with someone else new. But since it's a harm on your underlying energy, I'm not going to say that. I feel like this is really beginning something where you can find your passion again, because you were like dimming that light down because you were struggling. Like, you were struggling here. So right here, like, you got the opportunity to have fun again. They get that spark back, find that spark again. But I feel like here, that spark is going to lead you to the Page of Pentacles. Now, you went through a difficult situation. I don't think you're going to be jumping into any kind of relationships too fast, because there's going to be a lot of looking at the details. There's going to be a lot of focusing on what is going on here. Like, okay, if this person is legit, like, because if they're not legit, I'm not doing this. That's kind of what you're trying to do. Fair enough, right? Because you've been through something pretty, you've been through something really tough. You're not going to just be like, let's get into... No. You, like, right here, your issue is like, okay, so what do I need to look for to show me, so I can get, I guess loyalty and, a relationship that can last longer than 5 minutes? Because you guys get ready to kind of get things rolling in a place where you kind of want to settle down. Male and female, okay? So, like, if you guys have your eyes set on somebody, you want to, like, you're not, like, interested to just do stuff with them. You're wanting to actually see what's going on. Or maybe what you're trying to do right now is to react less and think more. Alright, Aries? So, the Page of Pentacles is looking at the details, man. You just be like, it's taking your slow time, really working through the process. It can be slow, boring ass energy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fucking Page of Pentacles can be super boring, but I feel like what you guys really want out of this is something that can come out of this long term and show you and give you that bit of stability that you're looking for, so that way you can be the exuberant and energetically expressive Aries that you are. Now, in your crowning energy, you have the World. Okay, so this is talking about wrapping up old cycles. Okay, so this is giving me an in-between worlds kind of feel with this Ace of Wands in the present, but you have the World is your crowning energy, wrapping things up, letting things go, or recognizing where you are now recognize where you are now is the end of the worst thing that could ever happen. Now, you did have judgment behind justice, underneath justice in your underlying energy. So I do feel like you guys did go through a transformation stage. That's why you have these boundaries now. Are you trying to discover what balance that you need? Hence the Hermit being here, right? So you guys discovering underneath, your actions from the last cycle really showed you who you truly were, what you're truly looking for, and what balance in a relationship truly, what it looks like for you. Now, how to apply that for within yourself is another thing, because there's got to be like a regulation within you before it can be manifested in the present, right? It has to have a correlation within you first before, all this mess. And two, the Page of Cups could be also talking about, receiving information rather than going off and getting that. I think there's a lot of receiving and a lot of giving and a lot of receiving with this Page of Cups, because you're giving messages, you're giving them. But the problem is, it don't span a lot more than it needs to. Planning for the future is a difficult thing. It's a hindrance, because it's in a hindrance position, because it's like, it ain't happening. There is no plan for the future. Usually, like, I think, not like you try hard or anything. It's just like, you do stuff. It just, you always feel like there's not a potential to move forward. What additional can you tell us about the Page of Cups and the Three of Pentacles? Ooh, the Six of Cups. Yeah, the past. So perhaps in the past there was something in regards to a soulmate relationship, someone that, you know, someone that you had feelings for in the past. I think there was communication there, but it just never exceeded past, you know, the innocent love stage. Why is the Three of Pentacles here, though? Because it's really not explaining to me why. Why is the Three of Pentacles a hindrance? Because the Star. Hope. Okay. Yeah. I don't think it pursued further. That's one thing I think. It just, you had that love there, the love was there, but it was a dying flame. It just wasn't, it didn't proceed, it didn't push longer than it should have. That's crazy, man. Why is strength in the past, though? Let's see what's up with strength. Why is strength in the past? Maybe it'll help us understand. Let me pull actually one more card for the Three of Pentacles here. What else can you tell us about the Three of Pentacles other than the Star, please? Page of Swords. So, okay, yeah. Just had to be brutally honest about this, doing something with this person. Like, there was very little hope of this relationship even expanding in the past here. But why is the Strength card in the past? I have a feeling it's just because of this relationship. You know, fight for your truth. Yeah. Stand your ground. It didn't work for you, it wasn't working for you. You had a connection, no doubt about it, and I'm not listening that at all. But I feel like there was somebody, or you either said something in regards to, like, how it wasn't kind of, you know, you're not planning for the future. You're not really making any moves towards anything stable. It was just more of playing around. And I really feel like you guys were just sticking to your guns. You guys were like, look, this is not for me. I love you, but that's it. I mean, it is what it is. I can't keep, like, playing this dancing game of, oh, do we like each other? We like each other, and not actually do anything about it. So I feel like that's what you guys were in that situation. So you guys had to deal with standing your ground, and that's hard. Ace of Wands. What's the Ace of Wands in the present? Five of Swords. An empty victory. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because it didn't feel good to say that I don't want to be with you anymore because you don't really want to settle down, because that's not really the case. You had some expectations, you had things that you wanted, and you are justified in getting those things. But the problem here being is that, you know, it's not, well, there's really no problem. The only thing is like, it hurts, but you can't out of it. It's a victory because you recognize that now you have the freedom to figure out exactly I guess having a relationship that really brings you to what you want, to really get you to where you want to be. It didn't feel good when you did it, but hey, man, now is the time to really get what you want. Now is the time to really push forward and, you know, find that stable relationship. Okay, so with the Page of Pentacles, yeah, there is, it's really crazy. You guys have the Eight of Swords coming up with the Page of Pentacles. So for some of you guys could be really seriously looking at the details, because I don't know if you feel, you feel probably really trapped. I don't know. Why do you feel trapped? Why do you feel like you're stuck in your head? Why? Temperance. Honestly, I'm tired of seeing Temperance. You know that? But you know what? Temperance is coming up because you're doing everything that you need to do. And honestly, yeah, you guys could be feeling extremely bored about just having to sit there and wait, doing all this stuff and analyzing and things. Give us one more card for the Page of Pentacles to understand the Page of Pentacles in the future. The Sun. Wow. Okay. So, for you, some of you guys right here, right? So what I'm kind of getting at, is that this work that you're going to be putting in, I know, right? It kind of contradicts the whole exciting new beginning portion of this, but I feel like it it is towards your passions. It's pushing you to figure out what it is that you truly want and it truly drives you. It's about more of what kind of keeps you going, with a flame that keeps you going rather than puts you out. And you having to do detail work. You having to look within. You have to figure out what it is in certain relationships or in what, you know, in yourself that you need to really begin that search, or to really begin that, you know, that ability to find that love that you look for. You have to have it within yourself, like I said. So what is it that's, you know, that you need within? Perhaps this is discovering people and really looking within, doing the detail work in regards to picking apart their personality, truly getting to understand them at a deeper level. That can be very exciting, okay? But I feel like there, the reason why the Page of Pentacles is in here is because maybe there is a bit of worry or just overwhelming. They're just overwhelmed and feel trapped. Because you're putting in a lot of effort, and then you're waiting. It's kind of like, I don't really know what you're thinking right here, but I feel like you feel trapped because all you're doing is doing the work, and not seeing the results yet. You're just having to just do you, remain, keep things that in order while you're manifesting, or while divine timing is doing whatever it needs to do. But there's the sun there. The sun's coming up because it's saying, hey, you are doing what you need to do, and the future may not be so exciting and dandy unless it's dating. I mean, you want to get to know the person, right? So I think whatever you feel like when it comes to the Eight of Swords, because I can't get into specifics of it because this is a general reading. I feel like it might have a lot to do with, the time it takes. But what you're doing is going to get you to potential happiness. Getting clarity and truly understanding yourself, and truly understanding what you're looking for within that person. Okay? For a lot of you guys could be looking really deeply within yourselves, and the reason why you are feeling trapped is because you are going through the mental processes within yourself. And as you do that, as you bounce, as that stuff is coming through, or as you're, going through and looking within yourself and really learning who you are and what you need in relationships, that's what's going to bring, the person to you more. There's more potential for you in regards to your relationships that are long term, because you know what you're looking for. You know what you're looking for. So let's go ahead and clarify the world here in your crowning energy. It makes sense with to end the cycle, and what it means is find the conclusion that gets you going. Find the conclusion that pushes you towards yourself. Now, usually I don't read the King of Swords, the King of Wands, or Kings as cardinals, as you, or cardinal signs or anything like that. I'm starting to actually use the Kings as the fixed signs and Queens as the mutables, the cardinals. But I feel like this is you guys mastering who you are, mastering yourself, because this is Kings are masters. So I feel like when you truly understand yourself, that's when the real success, this is when things can really start to kick off. You successfully understood yourself and began to really understand yourself in a way that can really bring about love and happiness. But understanding you for who you are. And when you do that, so many things are going to come. But this process has to be about you. It has to be looking at what you need to do within yourself. Figuring out what it is about you that gets you started, that gets you passionate, and what you need to balance you and, to balance yourself. What balance do you need? What kind of relationship are you looking for? What kind of person are you looking for? Who are you to a degree that you can always, you know, what boundaries do you need to begin the relationship? That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Because here you have the wisdom of the Oracle Yin. Okay, y'all have Yin here, and this is talking about give and take. But actually, no, it's not. It's talking about receiving, getting information, waiting, and receiving. Okay, allowing yourself to be susceptible to messages, allowing yourself to be able to receive instead of always doing. So this Hermit energy is retraction. The Yin, in a way, is retraction, but in a way that's still open. You want to do your inner work and figure out what it is that you're looking for within yourself. Figure out, find those answers of what boundaries you need to put in place for your future relationships, to really begin, the search for a relationship, because you're not there yet. I don't feel with this Five of Swords here in the present, I don't know if you feel like you're ready yet. You don't feel good about what happened in the past, letting someone go that you feel like you had a connection with. So now this is finding what drives you, what makes you happy. And the best advice for this from the wisdom of the Oracle is to listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. It says you are listening to what is being said to you, but need to listen with a loving heart. So if you get any feedback with this Page of Swords, even though it may be rough, it is feedback to help you. It can be feedback to help you. I don't necessarily. I always say take advice or feedback with a grain of salt, right? And it's just one of these cases. So, listen to your heart, delve deep, figure out what your boundaries are, figure out what kind of person that you want in your life, but ultimately figure out what kind of person you are that will, so that way, you can love yourself more. When you love yourself, you'll bring love to you. But you gotta find that love within you. Why do you, what balance do you need for yourself, Alright, Aries, I'm gonna let y'all go. I hope this made sense. But Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. And I hope this, like I said, I hope this reading helps. And I will see y'all very, very soon. Bye, you guys.